Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today I'm going to be talking about the Sonoma Raceway weekend for the Cup Series and the Truck Series. But before we get into that, let's talk about what's happening next week. I don't know what my dog's doing, my dog's going crazy. Next week, which is just only the Truck Series at Knoxville Raceway. Yes, the Cup Series will have a week off, Xfinity Series will have another week off, and then the week after this, I think it'll be back to normal. I can't remember what the next race is for the. Oh, it's Nashville. So Nashville will be the next race, for the Cup Series and the Truck Series. I think it might be there. I don't know what's gonna happen with the Xfinity Series. I'll probably have a look at this maybe later. But let's focus on next week, which is Knoxville Raceway only for the Truck Series. So Friday, June 17th, will be the practice sessions. So it'll be two practice sessions. So 7:05 p.m. Eastern Time will be the first practice, and 9:02 p.m. Eastern Time will be final practice. It will be not live on TV. And then on Saturday, June 18th, we have on 7 p.m. Eastern Time will be the qualifying heats on FS1, and on 9 p.m. Eastern Time will be the Clean Harbors 150 on FS1, MRN, and SiriusXM. So it's gonna be pretty easy for me to talk about what's happening. I'll probably also do what I did for the Bristol Dirt stuff. Well, was it Bristol Dirt? I think no, it was I can't remember. No, it was the LA Clash, which actually I think it was announced today that the LA Clash will be coming back next year for the Busch Clash. So it's gonna be just like that. So we talk about the heats, and I'll talk about the main event, which is gonna be pretty easy for me, hopefully. So let's now move on to the results for Sonoma, and we'll talk about the Truck Series, and that was won by Kyle Busch, who gets his only win in this season for the Truck Series. Second place is Zane Smith and Ty Majeski, Ross Chastain, Chandler Smith, Carson Hocevar, which I'll get to him later, John Hunter Nemechek. I was like, what the hell? Carson Hocevar, Parker Klickman in 7th place, then John Hunter Nemechek, Tyler Akram, and Matthew Benedetto ran out of top 10. Then Grant Finger, Harrison Burton, Tanner Gray, Kaz Grala, Chase Purdy, Jack Wood, Austin Dillon, Ben Rhodes, Colby Howard, and Todd Bodine ran out of top 20. No one failed to qualify. Some drivers went to the rear. One of them was Carson Hocevar, who went to the rear due to repairing the truck. He crashed after he made his qualifying lap. So he had to go to a backup. Stephen Parsons had adjustments. I think it was also a driver change as well. Because I think it was Mason Filippi qualified the truck, and then it was Stephen Parsons, but I might be wrong with that. And then another thing about Hocevar is that it was announced that his leg was hurting, and there was a practice session, obviously, and it was split times between him and Daniel Suarez. So those two split times in the truck at practice, and Soros was there for standby for Hocevar, and they did actually swap on lap 11, where they swapped seats, and so Suarez continued the race for Nice. Basically, this also means that Hocevar will also get the points as well. Lap 17, Harrison Burton is penalized for throwing equipment. I think that just means that equipment was thrown or something. I don't know. Ty Majeski wins stage 1. That was on lap 20. Lap 27, Christian Eckes gets spun out. I can't remember who spun him out actually. Oh boy, I think was it Ross Chastain? I can't remember. But he spun out and hit the inside wall. It was it after the carousel? I can't remember right now. Ah, Shiza. Right. I can't remember where it was. I think it was like turn 7, I think, or like it was before the chicane, I think. That's what I remember. Lap 45, Ben Rhodes wins stage 2. Lap 60, Matthew Benedetto and Stuart Friesen gets together. And there was a caution to repair the tire bundle at turn 11 because Benedetto hit that. Lap 62, Alex Bowman is penalized for equipment interference, so his day was basically done. Lap 71, Josh Blicky and Stuart Friesen gets together, and Bowman gets a piece of it. I'll show you a video on this. It was actually a pretty hard impact into the concrete wall, I should say, not a safer barrier. Yeah, so Friesen made contact with Bilicki. He was driving the 30 on-point Motorsports Toyota Tundra, and he just hit the, he hit the outside wall hard as well. So Friesen also got some heavy damage as well. Bowman got a piece of it. I think Lost Almine also got a piece of that as well. But it was a very hard impact into the concrete wall for Bilicki and Friesen. But I think both of them had the wind knocked out of them. It was that much of a hard hit. But luckily, those two were okay, and they were able to get out of the truck under their own power. And lap 75, Kyle Busch wins the DoorDash 250, his only win in the season in the Truck Series, which is actually pretty crazy, I must say, because I'm can't. So he has it. I'm really saying, I don't know what I'm even trying to say here. So what I'm trying to remember, I think he ran 5 Truck Series starts, and he's only won one of them. So there was obviously a lot of pressure coming into this race for him, and luckily he did pull it off and continues his streaks of every win. So he has gotten a Truck Series win every single time he's competed in the Truck Series every year. So I'll have a look at the other finishes outside of the top 20. We'll have a quick little glance at them, and here they are as I just passed Blaine Perkins, whatever. So, Loris Eller, which I made 25th, is Alex Bowman down in 29th. He was part of the accident with Friesen and Bilicki. Speaking of Bilicki, 30th is Bilicki, 31st is Friesen. Did I mention Haley Deegan? I don't know if I mentioned Haley Deegan. If I didn't, then what the hell is wrong with me? Basically, for mention, Haley Deegan had it was like one of the strangest wrecks. I think she had tire gone down or something. And she hit the outside wall on the front stretch, and she just kept going straight into the grass, which is a good thing. So she finished in 32nd place. And then Christian Eckes, who had an accident, just like I mentioned, in 35th place. So that's all for the Truck Series. Let's now move on to the Cup Series, and I am so excited about this, about him finally getting his first win in his NASCAR Cup Series career. Daniel Suarez has finally done it. He has finally won a NASCAR Cup Series. I am pumped. I am ecstatic for him. I'm so happy he finally won. In second place is Chris Buescher. He came back after catching COVID. And Michael McDowell, Kevin Harvick, Austin Cindric, Ryan Blaney, Ross Chastain, Chase Elliott, William Byron, Brad Keselowski ran at the top 10. And Austin Dillon, Justin Haley, Chase Briscoe, Eric Almirola, Kyle Larson, Alex Bowman, Joe Logano, Kurt Busch, A.J. Allmendinger, and Joey Hand ran out the top 20. Some drivers did win to the rear. Christopher Bell and Eric Jones went to the rear due to a steering box. I think all these are unapproved adjustments, including A.J. Allmendinger due to an exhaust. Cody Ware failed tech inspection 3 times. Which basically means you have to do a pass-through at the very start of the race, and he did that on lap 2. No one failed to qualify, I must say. For stuff that happened, lap 10, Bob Wallace loses an engine, continues his bad luck this season. Lap 26, I should say actually lap 25, Kyle Larson wins stage 1. Lap 48, Ross Chastain spins that after trying to dive on Daniel Suarez. Lap 49, Chase Elliott leads Hendrick Motorsports 100th mile. 100,000th mile. There we go. So now Hendrick Motorsports has now led a total of 100,000 miles in NASCAR in the NASCAR Cup Series. Lap 49, I already said that. Lap 52, I should say. Tyler Reddick is penalized for speeding, and then lap 53, Chris Buescher is penalized for throwing equipment, which is the gas can, but it was actually rescinded. Meaning it was revoked, so he didn't actually get the penalties. Luckily for him, he did finish in 2nd place. Lap 55, Joe Logano wins stage 2. Lap 67, Tyler Reddick goes to the garage to fix some brakes. Lap 84, Kyle Larson loses a wheel, which means it is a vacation for Cliff Daniels, so he won't be there. What is it, for 3 races, I think? I think it's 3 races, but I might be wrong with that. And lap 110, vamos, Daniel Suarez, as he wins the Toyota SaveMart 350, becoming the first Mexican-born driver to win a Cup Series race. I'm going to show you a clip of his interview, which I actually find pretty funny.
To make it happen. So, look at all, we have Daniel's amigos over there. I want to see. Fuck yeah!
Just like I said, I am so happy that he finally won in the Cup Series. I am ecstatic. Let's have a look at the other finishes outside of the top 20. So I mentioned Eric Jones went to the rear. He finished 22nd. Christopher Bell, who I also mentioned, went to the rear 27th. I think Denny Hamlin had a terrible run. Kyle Busch as well. I think Kyle Busch might got screwed over because I think he spun out, I think, if I remember correctly. Cody Ware 32nd. Tyler Reddick, which I mentioned, 35th. Bubba Wallace, the only driver, I think, to retire. He finished in last place in 36th. Let's now move over to the standings. So we'll first talk about the Truck Series, and this is what the Truck Series looks like for the top 20. Ben Rhodes is 5 points in front of Chandler Smith and 12 points in front of Zane Smith. I love Smiths. Then John Hunter Nemechek is 14 points behind Ben Rhodes. And then Ty Majeski, Stuart Friesen, Christian Eckes, Carson Hocevar, Granite Finger, and Matt Crafton rounding out the top 10. And then Tanner Gray, Matt DiBenedetto, Derek Krause, Tyler Ankrum, Chase Purdy, Parker Kligerman, Timmy Hill, Ryan Preece, Colby Howard, and Corey Heim right now the top 20. For the playoffs, we know that Zane Smith, Ben Rhodes, Chandler Smith, John Hunter Nemechek, and Stuart Friesen are automatically in the playoffs. We got Ben Rhodes. We got Ty Majeski in 6th place, plus 112 above the cut line. Christian Eckes, plus 96 above the cut line. Carson Hocevar, plus 87 above the cut line. Granite Finger, plus 57 above the cut line. And Matt Crafton, plus 33 above the cut line. The closest one is currently Tanner Gray, who's minus 33 below the cut line. Let's now move over to the Cup Series, and Chase Elliott is 16 points in front of Ross Chastain and further 23 points in front of Kyle Busch. Then we got Ryan Blaney, 5 points behind him. Behind Blaney is Joe Logano in 5th place. And then Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Larson, William Byron, Alex Bowman, Christopher Bell right out the top 10. And then Eric Almirola, Kevin Harvick, Chase Briscoe, Tyler Reddick, Austin Dillon, Eric Jones, Daniel Suarez, Austin Cindric, Kurt Busch, and Michael McDowell right now to top 20. For the playoff picture, we know that there's a lot of drivers: Ross Chastain, Joe Logano, Chase Elliott, William Byron, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, Alex Bowman, Kurt Busch, Daniel Suarez, Chase Briscoe, and Austin Cindric are automatically in the playoffs. Obviously, I think that's 12 drivers which are in the playoffs now. Oh god, so in 8th place in the playoff rank. So you see here in the yellow, we got Ryan Blaney, plus 95 above the cut line. Then in 10th place, got Martin Truex Jr., plus 65 above the cut line. Then in 15th place, we have Christopher Bell, plus 28 above the cut line. Then this is the spicy bit. Eric Almirola is currently on the bubble, plus 7 above the cut line, which means that his teammate Kevin Harvick is minus 7 below the cut line. So just like I keep saying, the playoff picture is slowly dwindling. It is slowly going down, which is crazy. I mean, has there ever been a full field of just winners in the Cup Series? I actually don't know about that one. I think someone might need to fact check me on that. I don't think this has ever happened. This season might be the case. It's crazy that the playoff picture is slowly going down with winners, mainly. I think Ryan Blaney, Martin Truex Jr., they're guaranteed a spot in the chase. Christopher Bell and Eric Almirola, we just have to wait and see for the next race for the Cup Series, which is at Nashville. I can't remember where Xfinity Series is racing at, but I'll have a look. I guess actually right now. So just a reminder that the Truck Series, they're going to be racing at Knoxville Raceway, which is a dirt track. So more dirt racing, which is going to be fun, and hopefully it's not going to be like last year, which was just a demolition derby. So the Cup Series, we got at Nashville Super Speedway, that'll be on June 26th, and then if we move over to the Xfinity Series, that'll be also at Nashville Super Speedway. So I think this might be a full. So I think the week after Knoxville, I think it will be a full Nashville schedule, which is going to be really exciting. hopefully that Nashville Prayer guy from like 2011, I think it was, in the back of the Nationwide series, will be back. I'm praying. I really am praying. But yeah, that's really about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys on next time in the next one. Goodbye.